So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On play action, Fields. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up near the 42. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start opening drive on that team.
Partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tartt.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. This is caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. Dillon is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. McCann's got it teed up. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
A little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Fields. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Out of the gun, Fields. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. On his this one sent away. And this one will be touchdown right at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
But he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play there on the catch and run. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. Running right, Jones. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On play action, now Rodgers. He fights him off, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Rodgers now to throw. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. Touchdown, Packers! Justin Jefferson, 8 yards. And the Packers lead nothing here in the opening quarter of the ball game. McCann now for the extra point. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through. McCann's got it teed up. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Off play action, Fields. And this is incomplete. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. They're able to shut down the running play on second.
Not going to be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going to the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, that's what I want to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Rodgers. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Chris Jones gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the Pack up on 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Again, Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 20.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Well, I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
At the 13-yard line.
Second and 8 coming up. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Now Jones. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Justin Jefferson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Fields. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it to slot receivers, but only guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch? Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Packers. Justin Jefferson saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. McCann's got it teed up. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Back to the air, Fields on 2nd down. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about In your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. In the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And the pressure gets to him again. The Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Fields. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Now a first down carry by Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. So here in this NFC divisional round matchup, as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Chris Jones, his 2nd sack of the night. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options. And while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket. And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench into what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Jones. And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 67 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Yep. Backside guys, that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
And he stopped immediately there. Mario Edwards Jr. there to bring him down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. That's caught right side by Amari Rodgers. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. To throw, it's Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. Touchdown! 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. McCann's got it teed up. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by McCann, up and good, and that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchdown.
Salute when you see me. That jealousy is an ocean, and you either float or you sink. Moment of truth, credit